It's scary being an astronaut, huh? I'll um I'll get to it later. External suits. I said I'll get to it later. I do not recommend postponing the repairs. It is affecting my performance significantly. I'm not postponing. I'm just drop it sigh. I missed the dialogue because very well. Oh, they gave us another option. Okay, slay. One crew member accounted for. Just one? That was concerning. There's supposed to be 5 of us. Can you, scan for anyone else? Negative. What? Why? As I have mentioned, I am in dire need of repairs. My biometric scanners are inoperable. My tracking systems are inoperable. My survey. Okay, I got it. What could possibly cause so much damage in my sleep? I'm a deep sleeper. Deep down, I knew it was foolish to disregard Sai's advice. I was the mechanic, for God's sake. Fixing things was the entire point of me being hired onto this crew. I didn't need a semi-advanced AI to tell me that. I turned my attention back to the console. My eyes were glued to the big red button at the edge, my hands twitching with the urge to press it. Maybe it was too soon to panic, but with everything going on, I was stumped on what to do. I held back, clenching my hands into fists so tight I could hear my gloves. Oh my god, gloves squeak. If I pressed that button and made a fool of myself, not a single person on this vessel would have let me live it down. Dread forming in my throat. I dragged my boots across the floor, ignoring the tremors in my hands as I prepared to head to the loading bay. Pausing at the door, I threw out one last question to the air. We're not in imminent danger, are we? Sai? Are we in danger? Error. That's concerning. I pinched my brows, gathering whatever courage I had. Astrophobia be damned. I had to do my job. Traversing down the halls, I kept an eye out for any signs of my crew members. While repairing the Bidadari was my main priority at the moment, it didn't hurt to see if I could find any of my absent colleagues. Plus, I wasn't really thrilled with the idea of leaving the ship without someone watching my back. Maybe I was still holding on to the hope that this was all some sick joke. They just upped the game with their pranks, is all. Seeing that they haven't gotten a recent reaction out of me in a while. They couldn't have possibly abandoned me, right? Just as my thoughts were about to spiral into negative territory, I heard faint footsteps down the hall, and that is scary. My head whipped to the side, just in time for me to catch a glimpse of one of my crewmates donned in one of the external suits. Were they from the loading bay? The helmet shone against the bright light, scaring the wearers inside as they darted outside. My hope rekindled. I quickly pursued them down the hall. Hey! I turned the corner just to see their back in time. Hey, wait up! They instantly stopped, spinning on their heel and staring back at me with a rigid spine. I couldn't see their eyes from behind the darkened glass, but I could feel the weight of their gaze. I looked down at their name tag, at the name tag on their suit, but it seemed to have been ripped off. I need to know how to speak. Whoever it was, I didn't care. I'm so glad I finally found someone. I was this close to thinking. I hesitated, biting down my tongue. I couldn't show this person I was freaking out. Absolutely not. Anyways, where's everyone else? Do you know where they are? They stood completely still, seeming to tremble slightly. Duma. Their voice came out muffled. What? Hang on, let me just... I reached over to flick the mic on their helmet. They paused for a moment before speaking once more, their hesitant voice ringing through. Luna? That's better. They seemed to vibrate with excitement. Ah, delight. Amazing to see you. Amazing to... I looked over their frame, trying to pinpoint their height or look for any indicator that I knew who this was. Whoever it was, they were pretty short. Is that you, Marcus? They bristled, as if offended. The doctor? Ew. He's smelly like the meteor slugs and star debris. Okay. Is that you, Kiara? They scoffed. Nosy cook. She's smelly too. Oh. Who could this possibly be? Based on their attitude so far, it didn't seem like anyone I recognized. I clawed my brain for another hint. I'm pretty sure that's not you, Ben. They made an indignant noise. I am none of your friends. None of my... Oh. Are you, that new recruit we got a few days ago? What a terrible time for introductions. I definitely heard in passing between gossips and gossip management sent us yet another new member for our small crew. They're usually considered an extra set of hands around the ship. Something about training on a job. I felt bad. They're probably being paid pennies for a position that wasn't even permanent. Not to mention ending up in a busted ship days after arriving. Yeah, that does sound messed up. Normally in 2 months they'll be dropped off at the next depot and we'll be picking up a new stranger in their place. At least if things went well and the ship didn't explode. Hello? Let's not explode the ship. I hide the guilt in my eyes behind a smile. In that case, I don't think we've met. I'm usually so busy running around the ship doing other people's errands. Anyways, I'm Yin. I held out my hand. And you are? They freeze again, staring at my hand as if expecting it to grow teeth and start snapping at them. Luna. Will you shake my hand? Their hand darted out to grip mine tightly, squeezing so hard I let out an involuntary yelp. Hey, watch that grip. They quickly released my hand, recoiling. Ah, mistake. Sorry, I mean to say Yin. I did not mean to meet you so soon. I was still in the middle of cleaning. Middle of cleaning. Cleaning. I raised a brow. Since when did we start hiring janitors? They gave me a terse, awkward laugh, like a tittering of a bird call. Not the kind of cleaning I talk about, but yes, okay. For the life of me, I couldn't pinpoint what accent they spoke in. Well, I can't pinpoint what accent I was giving them either. I'm sorry, what was your name again? They stilled. I did not. They looked around before pointing at my tool belt excitedly. Kodomo kayo. You will call me Wrench. I blinked behind my visor. Pardon? Wrench? Yeah. The name tag's so funny. Wrench question mark? I glanced down at it before regarding them with a incredulous squint. Credulous. My colleagues probably put them up to this. I am not calling you that. They deflated, shoulders sinking in disappointment. Oh, fine. Not Wrench. You will call me. This is so funny. I'm just looking at the nameplate, like, changing. It's so funny. Adam. Adam? They gave a huffy sigh. Arms. Something. You are a tiny bit deaf. I will remember. I'm not. When did they start hiring such eccentric members? What kind of name is Adam, anyway? That's a cool name. At least it was better than Wrench. True. I shook my head, resisting the urge to just turn around and leave. You didn't answer me, though. Do you know where everyone else is? They shrugged, teetering back and forth on their toes. I wonder what that means. I have not seen them. They might be hiding. From what? I narrowed my eyes in doubt. Why would they be hiding? By the ways, I have a very important question. Oh, and then it means life and death. What? What is it? What is your favorite color? Okay. What? What is your favorite color? Jeez, relax. I want answer now. Fine. It's blue. Soothing. Okay. Like a blue cosmic whale. Very calm. I will remember. I sputtered, giving them a deadpan look. What are you, 12? We don't have time for this. I'm 6 months old, actually. Whatever that means. Stop messing around. Look, I don't know what your deal is, but we have missing crewmates and a malfunctioning ship. How are you not freaking out is beyond me, but could you please get your head on straight and help me figure this out? Oh, their shoulders are like up to their ears. They stayed silent, barely moving a muscle. My glare falters. Maybe I was a little harsh. At least until they started clapping their hands with a soft giggle. Inspired. I will help you to ends of galaxy, Luna. It's Yin. Yin. Of course. Silly to me. I huffed, resisting the urge to rub my temple. Rookies. Were they under the impression I was someone important?